Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the School of Science. My name is Luke and this is the Bramley project. Now before we proceed with the video, I'd just like to apologise about the lateness of this video. Normally we have them up on Wednesdays or even earlier, but unfortunately I've been having some massive issues with Premiere Pro, so what ends up happening is instead of getting it out on Wednesday, it has now been delayed until Friday, which is where you're watching it right now. So what's going on is I've had to go back to my Sony Vegas program to do these videos. Now this is what we used to use in the past when you'd actually have like the little intro beforehand with the stadium getting built in like a rapid fire. So we're back onto this one. It's nice and simple and everything. Nothing's going to be too overcomplicated. But I'm a little gutted in all fairness. I am a little bit gutted. Also, there is a couple of other little pieces of information I need to pass on as well. So looking over the site right now, we can actually see a lot of stuff coming together and everything. So the steelwork is going to be coming in the near future, but unfortunately when the steelwork is predicted to come in, I will actually be in Turkey at the time, so unfortunately I will not be able to get the drone up at that point, unfortunately. But please watch Mr. Drone and is it Barry 1878 that he calls his channel? I think it is. I think it's Barry 1878. Those guys are going to be still here doing stuff depending on what happens in the near future, because this is what's going to lead into what has happened around Everton as well. So apparently Everton are going to be making a no-fly zone around the site because there's going to be steelwork that's going to be coming in, and not only that, there's going to be rather tall cranes. So we have got tall cranes around the site right now. These ones range between 50 and 60 meters in height. There's going to be cranes that are going to be exceeding, I believe it's going to be anywhere between 80 to 100 meters in height. So they're going to have to put a no-fly zone in place to continue doing the work on the site. So that means myself, Mr. Drone UK and Barry 1878, we're not going to be able to fly the drones around the site unless we get prior approval from Everton. Now Everton apparently have released a statement that's saying that they're going to get in touch with myself, Mr. Drone UK and Barry 1878. So basically all the prevalent drone flyers who do this around the YouTube channel, they're going to get in touch with us apparently. I haven't received anything yet, but fingers crossed we hear something soon, because if I end up having to go into the no-fly zone, I don't want to break any rules, and neither do Barry or Mr. Drone UK. We want to respect the rules, so in that regard we want Everton to get in touch with us and let us know what we can do in the future, how to get in touch with them, like if they can give us a channel or an email address that we can contact directly and give set dates, and they can say, okay, this date works, or this date works, or instead can you do this date at this time. These are the sorts of things we hope to get in order to carry on doing this sort of stuff in the future, because I love doing this. I know you guys enjoy the content from all of us who do the drone stuff, but if Everton do carry on going ahead and we don't hear anything, it means that we may not be able to carry on doing the drones, which would be an absolutely terrible thing, because I really enjoyed doing this. But I digress. I have been talking for nearly 3 minutes now, and none of it has been about the developments on the site. But to tell you perfectly honest, most of the stuff that you can see right now is self-explanatory. It's mostly stuff that's just prepping the grounds and everything like that for the steelwork to come into place, because what is going to happen is when the steel stuff comes into place and it all falls in, that's going to be stage 3, and that's when we are going to physically see a massive structure on the site itself, and it is going to be something to behold. But looking over everything around the south stand in particular, you can see everything is quite laid bare, so you can see all the supporting structure, little points that are actually perfectly visible to the eye. Everything around there is perfectly visible, so we can see all around and where the steel is going to start getting put into place. Our favourite little black duct as well, I can see that coming into shot now. But yeah guys, there's a lot of stuff to talk about in the near future about what's going to go on in the future of the site, but right now I'm just happy to carry on doing what I'm doing. It is always been an honour to be able to do all this sort of stuff. I am babbling on a little bit, I do apologise. But yeah, looking over south stands and everything like that, everything looks perfectly in place for the steelwork to get put into place. Now, if you're not aware, there is a, I think it was a 10 stage piece put together for this entire thing. So we are at the end point of stage 2, and we'll be going into stage 3 in the very near future. It's pretty much the end of May, beginning of June is where stage 3 is going to take place. So once stage 3 is in place, so most of the stuff about that is purely just the steel work that's going to be coming into place. So it's going to be like the building that the stadium sort of sits on, as well as like the stadium's almost like bubble out point, you know, where if you've ever seen the renders of the stadium, you'll notice like you've got what looks like a massive warehouse building, which is what the main structure of the stadium is, and then on top of it is almost like a white opaque sort of, it almost looks like a, I can't think of the right word to say about it. It's a, I'm going to call it a bubble, just for the fact that that's what it sort of looks like. It sort of arches around almost like a bubble, so that's what we're going to call it. So the bubble arch points at the top, those are where the steel is going to be laid out for the 3rd stage, and then the 4th stage is just going to be adding further stuff thereon. So the stages after this, like the 3rd stage is quite literally the biggest stage for the stadium, apart from the final stage, which will be site testing as well as preparing for Everton to actually move into the site itself. But yeah guys, looking over the north stand as well, everything, as I've said, is coming into place. It's just like how the south stand's looking. Like the main supporting structure, you can see the stairways in there now, so they're all in place. So the steelwork is literally just around the corner. Also, if anyone is actually wondering, the steel is going to be coming by road. It's unfortunately not going to be coming by the River Mersey. That would be awesome to see, especially if they were to do a little bit of, you know, Jerry and the Pacemakers as well while they're doing it. A little old ferry across the Mersey. But yeah, the steel structure is going to be coming by road. It's being made in Bolton, apparently. Mr. Chong, I believe it is, who is the head architect or something. Mr. Chong has got a lot to do with the site. He's one of the heads of the site. He has actually been to the Bolton site itself, and he had a look over it, and he said the work that they're doing is absolutely magnificent there, and he cannot wait to see the stuff coming into Bramley Moor itself. But anyway guys, I do apologise for the massive rambling today and the lack of actually talking about the site. I hope you guys can actually just enjoy looking over the site. If my ramblings have annoyed you in any case, you're more than welcome to actually watch the video again in mute and not have to listen to me ramble on about how much I love doing this stuff and I love providing you guys with content. I mean, I do understand that people enjoy just listening to me talk about the site and everything Everton, but I do know that there is also people who'd rather just watch the video, not listen to me talk about random things that are nothing to do with the site itself. But in any case, guys, I will now leave you in the hands of Live Luke, who's going to see you into the outro. So please, Luke, for the final time in the month of May, take it away. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all my Patreons over here. So if you want to be like any of these guys and get your name on the sidebar, why not go over to the Patreon and become a part of the School Science Superfan? Now, the School Science Superfan is only £3 a month, and what that does is it gives you early access to the videos and free content. And at this point in time, as you become a recurring member, over a certain length of time, you actually accrue enough points to get yourself School of Science TV stickers. I did not intend for that to actually happen. It's actually quite a surprise. I saw it as an option on Patreon once. I clicked it. I cannot find the setting to revert it, but it comes at no extra cost for you guys, and you guys get a sticker or multiple stickers. No one's actually told me because I have never received them. I've had a couple of people tell me that they've had them and they said they're really good quality and they really like them. They just haven't told me what the quantity of them is. So if anyone who is a part of that Patreon School Science Superfan has got the stickers now, please tell me how many did you actually get in the pack, and why not send a photo over to me on Twitter. I've got a Twitter there if you want to actually send me a photo of them. But I digress. Let's get back on topic. So we have got 2 tiers there. So one is the cup of coffee tier. Now that is essentially just like reaching into your pocket going, look, I like what you do, mate. Here's £1 on me. Go get yourself a cup of coffee. It's a simple £1 donation per month, which helps the channel very much so. And also we have got the School Sound Superfan, so that is ad-free content. You get early access to the videos, usually between 12 to 24 hours before they get released onto the YouTube channel. And you get stickers apparently. Now this was actually quite a surprise in all fairness. But if you cannot afford to do any of these options, or you prefer not to do that, that is perfectly fine. I am more than happy for you to carry on following me on YouTube and supporting the channel just by simply liking, commenting, sharing. Honestly, sharing this across Facebook and Twitter does help the channel significantly. I do this to a couple of the groups that I am in, but you guys doing it as well, sharing it across friends, family, and anything along those lines helps the channel significantly. But anyway guys, I would like to bid you all a very fond farewell, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.